This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD, joined by an old friend, Dave Allen. How are you keeping, my friend?
I'm very well, thank you. I've lost my voice slightly, but all well, thank you.
We're here in Liverpool for the Boxer. You were here with Levi?
Yep.
Disappointed?
Not disappointed, no. The decision went the other way. It was a close fight. You know, Lee's a very tough fighter, and it was a brilliant fight. It was the best fight that I've seen tonight. I missed a couple, but it was a brilliant fight. I think Levi's stock has rose. He wasn't really known outside of Sheffield tonight, but I think the performance tonight is definitely one that, you know, is more positive than negative. So, you know, Sky want to do the rematch. I think Ed might text me straight after Ed. And Levi was down. I said, look, Sky want to put you on Matchroom, and they want to put you on. So, you know, you could have said that 24 hours ago. You know, it'd be amazing. So he's a bit upset that he hasn't won the competition, because that's what he came to do. But I'm over the moon with him. You know, I'm very proud of him. I thought he did well.
So win-win, really.
Yeah, you know, obviously he didn't win the fight and he hasn't won the tournament, but he's come out of it a lot better after he went in. So
good man. Do you like this tournament, Dave? The format? Like?
I like it every now and again.
Right.
Every now and again it's fun. I won't want to watch it every week. Yeah. But the format is fun. It's fun. You know, it's not boxing as we know it, but it's fun, and I think there's a place for it every now and again.
Would you fancy it if it was
Absolutely not.
No. Why?
3 rounds. I don't throw punches for 5 rounds, so I can't see him winning one of these.
This week you've been one of the most talked about boxers on social media, I would say.
Yeah.
Just in regards to certain Mr. Babic being out last week.
Yeah.
I obviously follow you on your Instagram, and it's one of the questions you've been absolutely hammered with.
Yeah.
The Babic, just talking about the Babic fight itself, it's not happening in December, but
No.
just to clear, it is one that you want.
Our boxing in December, I think I'll do 4 or 6 rounds again. You know, I'll then fight hopefully February, and whether it's Babic or, you know, my loyalty still allows me Matchroom. I've spent a lot of time there. You know, they gave me a massive platform, but as did Sky Sports, and I think that might be an option as well. I work with fighters there, I work with Dennis, so, you know, it's up to us to chart a plan where we go, and fight zone in December. Then after that, you know, everything becomes an option. You know, Alen Babic, I like Alen Babic. I think what he's doing is great. I'm a fan of him. But if the fight happens, you'll never see me in a boxing ring again unless I believe I can win the fight that I will be in. So Alen Babic's fight in December, I wouldn't be ready for, you know, the 12 rounds, the tenacity and the pace and the pressure that it brings. I wouldn't beat him. So it wouldn't happen in December. Well, hopefully April time, you know, 1 or 2 more bouts, a bit more time, it will happen. So there's lots of options. But of course, Alen Babic is the one that everyone wants. So therefore, if I'm in the right place where I believe I will beat him, it will happen. I hope. Yeah.
Do you think it'll happen, Dave, or do you think he's using your name for leverage? Because you get on, don't you? So
yeah, I like Alen Babic, and I think what he's doing is great, and he doesn't need Dave Allen. David, I call myself David, but I'm going to go with Dave. But anyway, he doesn't need me in any way, shape or form. He's doing amazing things. Eric Molina's faded, and he was poor the other night, but he's achieved more than I. So I don't think he needs me, and nor is he using my name. But I think he wants to fight with me. He told me he was a big fan of myself a few years ago when he was just starting out, which is very nice. And he doesn't need me, but I believe it's a fight that a lot of people want to see. You know, I see things on social media. Some people don't want to see it, but I believe the majority do. So all being well and everything falling into place, I don't see why it wouldn't happen. You know, there's no bad feeling or animosity. It's just a big fight, and for me personally, I think it's a winnable fight. Yeah, certain fights out there aren't winnable, so I won't be in them. But the Alen Babic fight, I think for me, in good condition, it's a very winnable fight for me.
Last couple of days, because we're rushing off to the final.
Yeah.
Just you're right to reply to a couple of comments that were made last week at the Matchroom show.
Okay.
Eddie Hearn in the post-fight press conference said he would only make Babic versus Dave Allen if it was for the right reasons from your side.
Yeah.
Do you think you need to prove to Eddie that it's the right reasons?
I don't have to prove anything to Ed. I have to prove it to myself. Because I won't fight Alen Babic if I'm not ready. You can give me £10 million, I'm not sitting on the floor for nobody. And people go, you will. Honestly, £1 billion, you would not see me on the floor. I don't want to go on the floor. My granddad said to me, you know, I retired in November, right? My granddad came over to me and said, look, no one's ever seen you on the floor. And you know, and it might not mean a lot to some, but it means a lot to me. I've got to take a lot of pride in my toughness, and I'd like to be remembered for being a tough old fighter. And if I come back and Alen Babic smashes me all over the floor in a couple of rounds, that's gone. And no money will replace that. So people think I'm coming back for money. I'm on his Levi tonight, I'm on his Stevie League on the matchroom show next week. I don't take a penny off him. I'm entitled to 25% of the purse. I take 0 penny off him. I'm not a very rich man, but I'm in a position where I don't need to take off them. So I ain't coming back for the money. I'm coming back because I love boxing, I love it, and I think I've got something to give at a level. I'm not saying I'm going to be world champion, even European champion. Could I pick up a British title with the what I'm worldly about? Probably not. Can I beat Alen Babic? Can I beat Steve Robinson? Can I be exciting? I believe so, yeah. So that's why we're coming back.
Good man. Last one, we interviewed Darren Barker last week, and someone who's very close to you.
Yeah.
And I think, well, I'm almost certain that he said it out of a genuine love for you. He said, Dave's my mate, I love him to bits, but I don't want to see him fight Alen Babic or even back in the ring.
Yeah.
Because it comes from a good place, can you take it when people like Darren say things like that to you?
Well, everyone was asking me about it, and I rung down and made an hour on the phone. We talked about that for about a minute, and 59 minutes was reminiscing and talking about, you know, family and stuff like that. So me and Darren are very good friends, and I was in the hotel after the Price fight, and I had temporary paralysis. It was bad. It was upsetting. I was there with my partner at the time, her family, you know, my friends. My sister was there, and Darren was there, and Darren was like, I'm never ever gonna train a fighter ever again. I'm not going through this again. And he just said, I don't want you to see you fight again. He said that night again after the Price fight. When I returned, he said, I don't really want you to fight again. And it comes from a place of love, so I'm no bad feeling for him. You know, I love him more for caring about me. But people talk about being punch-drunk and slurring words. I've never slurred a word. I probably always have, actually. Always have, where I'm from, you know. I never spoke the nose clearly. My tongue's too big for my mouth. I've gone back to where I was brought up, and I talk like a proper northerner. But I'm very well in there, very clued up. And Steve's on the matchroom show, Steve leaving next week. You know, and Levi's on tonight. I'm not daft.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I'm quite an intelligent fella, really, and quite well spoken. I just speak with a horrible accent with a big tongue. But so it's nice when people worry for me, but there really is no need, because I'm not daft either. I've got probably another 30, 40 years to live, and I don't want to live it, you know, with my health impaired. So people worry about me, which is nice. And some people say nasty things, and I don't really worry about it because I've been successful, and I'll continue to be, whether that's in the ring or out of the ring. So I appreciate Darren, I appreciate all the others as well, and I appreciate Eddie saying you must have one more. But we'll see. We'll see. The proof is in the pudding, you know. The proof is in the eating the pudding. So we will see. When I box in December again after that fight, I'm hot-headed, me, and I'm very eager. So when Babic was, I said, I want to box him in December. You know, a couple of days go by and you think, and you know, I put my thinking hat on. Yeah, it's not the best idea. So I'll fight in December. Probably want to fight Alen Babic straight after I get out of the ring. A couple of days later, I'll sit down with my old man and a few other people that I trust, and we'll make a decision whether I'll continue to box and so what level. So people think I'm daft, you know, but I think the next couple of years as a boxing man, as a trainer, and just all around being around the game and my life, people will see I've not been that daft overall. After all, sorry. So I'm really happy, you know. And anyone that watches this, I don't like me. I'm sorry, but you have to see a bit more of me, I think.
I think the vast majority of people who watch us, they do have a genuine affection for you, because they don't forget the last 3-4 years of your career. Like I say, the vast majority of fans genuinely care for you, and you're one of those few fighters that unite most fans like that, aren't you?
Yeah, it's nice, and the thing is, in life, human nature, we pander to the negativity, and I'm guilty of it myself. I came off Twitter and stuff, but you still pander to the negativity. But I just I live my life for me and the people I care about, you know. People can knock me. I see people knocking me all the time. Dave Allen's this. I must be the only manager in the country that takes 0p off any fighter I manage or train. None of them. I do everything for free. The amateurs I train for free. All of it. So that's something that bothers me when people talk bad about me, saying, "Oh, Dave Allen's this, Dave Allen's that." They don't know what I do behind the scenes. I do it all because I love boxing. My own fighting career. People can have their opinion on that, and they're welcome to that. But we'll see, won't we? So
We will.
I have to say my piece.
Good man. Can I ask you one more before the music starts? A man who's, you've been quite honest with your troubles and all that. Have you seen the photos of Scott Fitzgerald, and as a man who's had those battles, just your thoughts on that and a way back for Scott?
Yeah, I last spoke to Scott. I think it was after Cheeseman fight, and I knew he wasn't doing very well at the time, and obviously he came back and fought in 2020, didn't he? And so I was hoping he was on the up, but I don't know Scott massively well, but it's Fitzy, innit? Everyone loves Fitzy, you know, and but I was a bad gambler, me, for years, many years, and I don't want to speak. I don't know what he's doing and what he's not doing, but addiction is a terrible thing. I'm addicted to food and all that. Honestly, people laugh, but you know what I mean. We're all addicted to different things, and different things will do different things to you. But I wish Scott all the best, and I can't see him say, Scott, I'll do this, I'll do that. I don't know mine, but hopefully he gets the help he needs. And it ain't about the boxing. He's a very talented fighter, but I think he's beyond the boxing now, and I would do anything to help. But I'm not sure I'm in the place to do that, but many of us are, so hopefully he does get that help, and we see him soon, because I fucking love the man. We love the man, he's a lunatic, and we love him. I do think a lot of him. Again, I don't know him, like you say, people got affection for me. I think all the boxers I know, Scott, have got the same for him, so I hope to see him soon, and he's doing well, yeah.
Good man, Dave Allen, well said. We look forward to seeing you in September. Wish you well until then, Dave. Lovely to see you again, mate. Take care.
Thank you.